Okay, rowing with too many family and friends who think that it's okay that Taylor Swift got RAVEC, state-level British security, for her Eros tour, and that Prince Harry and Meghan don't get it? On what basis don't they get it? Oh, it's okay, because, wait for it, Taylor Swift was more famous. No, she's not more famous. And anyway, it's not about fame, it's about risk. Andrew Mountbatten is proof that you can be at risk. You might not approve of the person, but a masked intruder tried to have a go at him and he fled to his car, and it's okay because he's on the Sandringham estate and gets security. But Harry, by the way, last time I checked, not embroiled in a horrible quagmire with Epstein. No, apparently RAVEC isn't going to grant him security for his family to come and see the British head of state, to introduce the king to Lilibet, his granddaughter that he last saw when she was a wee baby. It's ridiculous. It's so bad for British optics. It's a proof that process, when it trumps instinct, because I'm sure if the Home Secretary had seen this and it was her personal decision, she would have greenlit it. This is when process gets in the way of decent decision making. Once again, bad look for Britain on the global stage, which is precisely the opposite of what the royal family is meant to deliver.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm Miles and welcome back to the channel. Whether you've been rocking with me since day one, just found this little corner of YouTube, or you're one of the legends who likes, shares, comments, and keeps the conversation alive, you are absolutely amazing. Seriously, this channel wouldn't be what it is without your incredible support. Thank you for being here, thank you for showing up, and buckle up, because today's royal drama is already knocking at the door. Let's get into it. The British tabloid pipeline is officially out of control, and honestly, the sheer disrespect toward Harry right now is wild. We are talking about highly confidential, top-secret government committee decisions about a man's family security. RAVEC is supposed to be this professional, tight-lipped state operation, but somehow, before any official paperwork is even dry, Murdoch's media machine has the exclusive front-page scoop ready to roll. UK media, and in this case The Sun, yes, the exact same outlet that got busted hacking Harry's phone back in the day, magically knows the security ruling before anyone else. The math is absolutely not mathing. Let's look at the actual street-level reality here. This isn't an accidental leak, it is a weaponized setup. They strategically dropped this bomb right before Harry is scheduled to bring his family over for the Invictus Games countdown. It is designed entirely to cause maximum chaos, stress out his private security team, and create a massive circus before his boots even touch the tarmac. And for regular people watching this unfold, it is just exhausting to see Harry treated this way. The guy is literally just trying to bring his kids, Archie and Lilibet, to see their grandfather safely. He's navigating real, documented security threats, but the palace corridors are leaking his logistics to the press like it's a reality TV show. The establishment loves to play these games to keep him on the defensive, but the internet sees right through the pipeline. They're running a coordinated media hit on a father trying to protect his family, and honestly, it's just plain dirty. The press is working overtime to fuel the drama, but we are keeping the receipts on who is actually leaking the scripts. Let's talk about the staggering, mind-blowing double standard currently happening behind the palace walls. The sheer hypocrisy of this family security priorities is officially wild. Look at the math here. King Charles can move absolute mountains, open up his private checkbook, and spend millions of dollars a year funding top-tier private security and a comfortable lifestyle for Prince Andrew, a man who literally settled a sexual abuse lawsuit and brought massive disgrace to the institution. But when it comes to his own son, Prince Harry, his daughter-in-law Meghan, and his actual grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet, suddenly the king doesn't have the power. Suddenly he can't lift a single royal finger to help. For regular people living on the street, this is just an absolute slap in the face. We live in the real world where family safety is supposed to mean everything. If you have the resources to protect your family from real, documented threats, you do it, no questions asked. But the palace doesn't care about safety. They care about control. They are actively penalizing Harry for stepping away from the corporate royal business, leaving him and his kids completely exposed, while quietly shielding the family's biggest scandal behind taxpayer and palace-funded walls. It proves exactly where this institution's true priorities lie. They will protect the disgrace to protect the firm, but they will leave a father and his children out in the cold just to send a message. The internet sees right through the games, and honestly, the hypocrisy is downright dirty. Harry is out here trying to be a protective dad, and the palace is busy playing a petty game of chess. The palace PR team is out here playing chess while they think we're still playing checkers. This whole Olive Branch narrative they keep feeding the press is the biggest smoke and mirrors trap in the entire game. Look at the play. King Charles gets to look like the bigger person by publicly dropping a cozy invite for Harry, Meghan, and the kids to stay at a royal residence. The media goes wild, crying about family healing, but behind closed doors,
The system quietly pulls the plug on the exact security package Harry needs to actually step foot in the country safely. It is the ultimate fake out. They are literally holding out one hand for a hug while the other hand is busy pulling the rug right out from under his feet. For regular people, this is just that toxic family dynamic scaled up to a global level. We all know that one relative who invites you over for dinner just to look good to the rest of the family, but then forgets to unlock the front gate or feed the dog. It's exhausting. They want the public applause for offering a roof, but they make sure the house is a total security hazard, so Harry literally can't bring Archie and Lilibet over. It's a cheap PR exercise, plain and simple. If you genuinely want to fix a relationship with your son, making sure his babies are the absolute bare minimum floor, not some negotiable afterthought. Harry is just trying to be a protective father, and the establishment is busy setting up a beautiful tourist trap to make him look like the bad guy when he says no. The internet sees right through the setup, and honestly, the calculation is crazy.
Let's be real here. They are literally punishing Harry for telling the truth while wrapping the actual scandals in bubble wrap. The palace priorities are completely backwards right now, and it is honestly hilarious how obvious it's gotten. Think about the maths here. Harry gets completely singled out, stripped of his protection and treated like a security liability just because he decided to quit the family business and move across the world to protect his peace. Meanwhile, you've got other family members who have caused absolute global catastrophes quietly sitting behind palace walls, completely shielded by taxpayer-funded security details. It proves that inside that institution, obedience matters way more than actual human safety. If you play by their toxic rules, they'll hide your mess forever. But if you stand up, speak your truth, and walk away, they will leave you completely exposed on the street just to make an example out of you. For regular people, this is that classic toxic corporate boss energy. It's like when you quit a bad job for your own mental health and the manager spends the next 6 months trying to ruin your reputation and messing with your final paycheck just out of pure spite. They don't care that Harry is navigating real, documented threats against his wife and kids. They just want to penalise him for breaking rank. Harry chose his family over the firm, and the palace is out here throwing a massive multi-million-dollar temper tantrum because they couldn't control him. The internet keeps the receipts, and everyone on the street sees exactly who is acting out of pure pettiness. The media is out here trying to paint Harry and Meghan like total amateurs, spinning this narrative that they're just frantically running around at the 11th hour because the palace pulled their security package. They want you to think Harry's just sitting by his phone, crying, totally clueless about what to do next. It is honestly hilarious how badly the tabloids underestimate this man. Let's look at the actual street-level reality here. Harry grew up inside the Matrix. The guy spent his entire life dealing with hostile paparazzi, navigating literal war zones, and managing massive global security threats. He isn't some rookie waiting around for a broken royal system to save him. The Sussexes are highly experienced professionals running a multi-million-dollar operation. You really think a father who drops millions every single year on top-tier private global protection is going to risk his wife, Archie, and Lilibet's safety on a wing and a prayer? Absolutely not. The truth is they almost certainly had their own private security teams locked in, routes mapped, and contingency plans finalised months before this UK trip even hit the calendar. They don't need the palace's permission, and they definitely don't need their sloppy elite logistics. For regular people watching this unfold, it's just the ultimate proof of a father taking care of his business independently. Harry understands the real-world dangers better than anyone, and he's drawing a hard line in the sand. He will protect his peace and his family with his own resources. The press wants to manifest a chaotic, disorganized failure to sell more papers, but Harry is steps ahead of the game. He's completely prepared, totally independent, and the internet is loving how he doesn't need their permission to move. The media machine is running a 24/7 masterclass in psychological warfare right now, and the sheer volume of these flip-flopping headlines is absolutely exhausting. Look at the blueprint they run every single day. On Monday, they put out a massive front-page article screaming that a beautiful, emotional family reconciliation is finally happening. They get everyone's hopes up, talk about how King Charles is desperate to see the grandkids, and paint this lovely picture. Then by Wednesday, boom, they drop a completely aggressive negative headline saying the trip is totally cancelled, everyone is fighting, and the whole thing is a disaster. It is absolute madness. For regular people watching this unfold on their feeds, it is so obvious what's actually happening. This isn't journalism, it's a completely manufactured hype and crash machine designed purely to drive clicks, milk ad revenue, and keep everyone in a constant state of anxiety. The press doesn't care about the truth, they care about the traffic. And the real human insight here is how incredibly dirty they are playing this to try and distract from the actual reality of Harry's upcoming visit.
The man is coming over to do real heavy work for the Invictus Games countdown and celebrate charities close to his heart. But instead of letting the focus stay on wounded veterans or his charity work, the tabloid press forces this endless toxic loop of drama down our throats to control the narrative. They want to drain our energy and make us lose focus, but the internet sees right through the chessboard. Harry is staying steps ahead, keeping his head down and focusing on what actually matters, while the tabloids keep spinning around in their own circle. We are completely checking out of their fake drama cycle and keeping our eyes on the real work Harry is doing on the ground.